Still on the throne. So friends, here's what I want to do with you today. Listen, I've had a heck of a week. You've had a heck of a week. We've all been through it for a couple of weeks. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to preach to you today. But I want you to know I'm preaching to myself. And I'm preaching to my family.
Hi everyone, I am L'Oreal and you will see my other half Stephanie later in this video. We are so excited to be back again with another quarantine teacher vlog. We are both trying to navigate this crazy lifestyle, as many of you guys are if you're teachers and moms, and we're just here to bring you a little insight as to what we're doing and what our life looks like while we're at home. So this video is being filmed on a Sunday, and Saturdays and Sundays tend to be when Stephanie and I both plan for our curriculum for the week. We wanted to start by giving you kind of some background as far as our district's requirements and their expectations of us, and same with our school, so that you can kind of use our ideas but understand that every district is different. So our school district is a very big school district, and not all students have technology at home. We're very privileged to be at a school that does have a lot of technology, so we're able to do a lot of components online for our students. So our district's requirements of one of two things. They will provide packets for the students if they do not have technology or printing at home, or the teachers can support students with instruction that they plan. We are not allowed to be taking grades right now, and the students are not required to do any of the work. And this comes down to the equity of them working at home and possibly like parents helping or other students, older brothers and sisters giving them answers, so then we no longer can trust that their grades are truly them. So at this time we have been instructed to not take grades. We have a very involved community of parents who really want their kids to be ready for second grade, and so we are providing content of things we are missing right now as an option for parents to still close those gaps with their child. As a parent, I would want my child to not have very many holes moving into second grade, because there's so much uncertainty as to when we're going to be returning, and if we do return, how much time we're going to have left to fill in those holes. So we are moving forward with some kind of curriculum. It looks a little different in kindergarten with Stephanie, but as far as first grade, we're teaching them standards and content they haven't quite seen yet, because we just want to give them that opportunity to learn it before they get to second grade. So that's kind of some background on what our district is requiring us to do. We had questions about the platforms we use. We use Google Drive to share resources with parents, and we are a Class Dojo school, so as far as communication goes, we're communicating with parents through Class Dojos. And we are also using Zoom as an outlet to see our kids' faces and to video chat with them. So like I said, in first grade, we are moving forward with content, and we have our long-range plans that we're kind of following, and we're just kind of putting that content out there. The way that we're doing it is I am in an incredible group of teachers in first grade, and all 5 of us work really well together. And since the beginning of the year, we've each planned a subject and shared our materials that way. So during our PLC or grade level meetings, I plan math, so I'd bring the math materials, I'd share the pacing, I'd share extra resources. and we would discuss them together, and then someone else would plan reading, language, writing, and what am I missing? Phonics. So moving forward, when it came down to deciding how we were going to plan, we just decided that we would stick to the subjects we normally plan for. So I am only teaching math right now, and I'm providing content for the entire first grade. So all the kids are getting math content from me, all the students are getting reading content from another first grade teacher, and that's how we're supporting our classes. So you're going to see me today making some math content videos for the kids. The way we set it up is in our Google Drive that we share with parents. We have a folder for each subject. And within that folder, it's broken down by Monday through Friday. We write out easy to follow lesson plans for parents, and they have the choice whether they want to use the content or not. But I always think for math, it's good for the kids to see a familiar face. We all know each other as kids in first grade. We actually trade for groupings, so I know a lot of the first graders know me, and same with the other teachers. So we do plan fun videos and activities in each content area, and the kids are able to see all the first grade teachers, which I think they really enjoy. So today I'm going to be planning some math content videos for the week. I plan Monday through Friday. I take my videos of me teaching, I put it in the folder along with an independent practice and engaging activities for parents to do at home. And then I just support them throughout the week with questions about the materials, or if their child is struggling, if I have any tips and tricks. So you're going to see me today filming those videos. Good morning. We just got this little guy up. We are going to go ahead and feed him. I pumped a bottle. It's heating it up right now. We're going to feed this little guy, and then we're going to get our day started. It is the weekend, so we're going to eat a yummy weekend breakfast as a family, and then we will get this show on the road. I need to do some grocery shopping, and then you try to say something? And then we have to plan for our week of content. Yeah, do you want to say hi? Or just drink your milk? I think he's just a little bit hungry. Aren't you a little bit hungry? Yeah. All right. Jordan has taken the baby for like the last half hour for a nap, and so I was able to get ready, which is a nice luxury. I haven't gotten ready, like fully ready, in several days because to teach virtually, I don't really feel the same pressure as if I was going into work, so I kind of just slap on some like concealer and mascara and put my hair in a bun. I don't feel like my students and my parents judge me in that way. Whereas like if I was going to work and like seeing like a ton of like my colleagues in person, I think I'd feel differently. But anyways, I got ready for the day, which feels great. I'm going to take Harrison to his OG's house, which is my husband's mom. And I'm gonna try and go grocery shopping, which has been really hard, I'm sure all of you know, because the stores are so picked over. And we have a lot of like food that we've had in our pantry for a long time, to be honest, before like we were even quarantined, that like we are more than willing to like work our way through and get creative with. But the essentials like milk and eggs and bread we've run out of, and I'm sure other people run out of them too, so I don't know what my luck will be finding them. I'm gonna try and track down some of that stuff. And then L'Oreal and I have like campaigns for Instagram and a couple TBT products that have just been like lingering that we want to finish up, and then both of us plan on the weekend, so I know we're both going to be working towards getting some of that stuff for this upcoming week wrapped up so that our kids have all the content and lesson plans that they need. Here we go. can't wait to squeeze you. Time to check for what everyone wants, what everyone loves, what everyone needs. Toilet paper. Guess we'll just keep waiting, maybe next time. Got bread, got eggs, got milk, no rice, and still no canned vegetables. Alright, so I ended up finishing all 5 of my videos while my husband was home, and as you guys saw on the clip, after I was finished recording my videos, we had lunch, my husband left for work, and I put Hudson down for a nap. I was trying to get him to practice his ABCs, but he wanted me to read him a book first. So I read him a book, practiced his ABCs, and I put him down for a nap. He's taking 1 nap a day right now, so he sleeps from like 1, maybe 3. Yesterday he had a long nap. It's kind of different, but 12:31 is like the magical time where we get him down, and that's the time where I get to relax. Most of the time I work on things like schoolwork or on Instagram, YouTube, TBT stuff. It's just like a working time for me. Right now I wanted to update you guys on my pregnancy. So I know I mentioned in the last vlog, and if you follow our Instagram, you guys know, I am 7 months pregnant with my second boy. We are super excited. It is kind of a hard time to be pregnant. I have a uterine anomaly that makes me an at-risk pregnant patient. So I am at risk to have preterm labor because my uterus is underdeveloped and very small. I made it pretty far with my first son, Hudson. We made it to 36 weeks. But as we are closing the gap and getting closer to the 30s, I'm getting more anxious. I don't know when this baby's gonna be here. I don't know anything. And where we're at right now in our life is majority of our belongings are in storage or in a pod, including a lot of our baby stuff. And we do have access to the storage unit that has a lot of our newborn stuff, but going through a storage unit and finding a few Binkies and a few newborn pairs of socks seems silly to me. So I actually went and ordered some stuff off Amazon and Etsy and other places that are delivering right now to start packing my hospital bag. So as I put Hudson down, I got a few things in the mail, so I thought I'd share them with you guys in case you were packing your hospital bag like me. It's really hard to remember what I put in my first bag. I had to call Stephanie and ask, what did I put in my first bag? I don't remember. But these are just a few things that came in the mail that I thought I'd share with you guys. So the first thing I have is, I didn't do this with my first baby, but I wish I did, is I got myself my own hospital gown. The ones they give you is fine. I just feel like they're not as soft as ones that you would buy. And this one is for Etsy. I'll link in the drop down. This is from the company Baby Be Mine. It's just black. If you know me, I love to wear black, especially on delivery day. I can imagine being yeah, black hides everything. I love the snaps. This is something I invest in because I'm not only planning on wearing it in the hospital that day. It has snaps of the back too. I plan on wearing it when I'm home and trying to nurse and all that. So it is something I feel like I'll wear. So I got myself my own black hospital gown. I also got a little matching swaddle. That's one thing that came in the mail. The next, I haven't tried these Binkies before. Hudson really liked the Wubba Nubs, but I've seen these online. I just got these on Amazon. It's from the brand Bibs. It's a natural rubber pacifier. I like the neutral colors. I try to stick with a lot of neutral colors just because I just want everything to match. And I'm just a very simple neutral person, so I feel like this baby will take after me in some ways. I also got some Burp Cloths. I'm assuming this baby's gonna be like my son, but Hudson had the worst reflux and spit up issues. And so I just knew going into the hospital, like I just wanted to have some burp cloths on hand. So I just got Opaque. I'll take these out and wash them and have them in my bag. I'm sure 4 is enough. I do have to be in the hospital for like 3 days. So with the C-section, so I hope that this is enough. I might throw some old ones in there if I can find them. Next thing, I just got a pack of white socks. I figure white will match everything. And like Stephanie reminded me, you know, like the little hand mitts sometimes don't stay on, so sometimes you have to resort to socks. So depending on how long your baby's fingernails are when they come out, like you gotta have something to put on their hands so they don't scratch their face. I don't remember Hudson doing that in the first few days, but I know when we got home, we ended up putting socks on his hands. So socks. So I have a Boppy pillow, and I have it from my son Hudson, and I just wanted a new cover. So I just got this cover off of Amazon, and it just fits right over the Boppy pillow, which is great. So I like this black and white pattern. I'm planning on bringing it to the hospital because it helps me support the newborn. It's like that one that looks like a half circle that goes on your lap. Helps you support the baby when nursing or holding them. I mean, your arms get so tired and you're so tired that it's nice to have that support. So I will throw this new cover on it. We just have to dig it out of storage. So that's one thing on my list that I'm gonna have my husband go find in our storage unit, is the pillow, because I don't really want to buy another one. I just thought a new case would give it like a fresh, clean look. And the last thing, I am always obsessed with, beanies for little boys. You know, for little girls, you guys have all the options of bows, but I've always liked little beanies with ears. I don't know what it is about the little baby looking like a teddy bear, but it literally will melt my heart. So I got just a couple neutrals. Hudson was born with little to no hair, and I expect my next baby will too. So just to keep their little heads warm, I thought this was a good option. So I have a few more things, actually a lot more things coming in the mail, as well as on my list. So I'll share those things with you guys. I'll also link these down below in case you're interested in buying them, but I can also take suggestions. I don't really remember too much about what I put in my hospital bag or what needs to be in my hospital bag, but I can use suggestions of like must-haves. I know I'm missing some really key items. They're either probably in the mail or I forget. So let me know down below if you guys have any recommendations for what I could put in my bag. But other than that, today, the rest of the day, I am going to finish uploading those videos onto the drive for the parents starting tomorrow's Monday, so they have their content for the week set up. I'm going to write in their lesson plans. We make really easy to follow lesson plans for the parents. I'll finish those up, put them in the drive, and then I'll probably just take it easy. It's Sunday afternoon. Of course, we're not going anywhere, but I'll probably do a load of laundry or two, pick up, spend some time with Hudson, and just relax the rest of the day. And I am so glad you guys came along with us. And I will see you next time. Hello, it's me again. Jordan and I just got the baby up from a nap. He's so stinking cute. I wanted to film when he's awake because right now his naps are actually quite noisy because we are going through sleep training, and it is very difficult to stay consistent when you just want to sink and keep your baby on your neck forever. But you know what, we have a kiddo that has to be taught how to sleep, and so he's 4 months old, we're currently going through some sleep training. Please do not judge us because we have tried everything under the sun before we decided to sleep train. So it's been a really trying time. He's absolutely perfect. If he just knew how to sleep, he would be an actual angel. Anywho, he's playing with his daddy right now, and we thought we would answer your questions about teaching remotely. And it is a really interesting situation, and we know so many people who are doing it so differently, so it's there's a learning curve for sure. So I wrote down notes as what to talk about because I babble. Here I go. So first off, L'Oreal and I are fortunate enough that our teams are very similar in how we plan. Being that they're primary, kinder, and first, we take a lot of similar approaches on organization and communication with parents. So we both have all of our lesson plans and materials organized on a Google Drive. That drive is shared with all of our parents. They have access to any videos we record. links, YouTube links, videos, online resources, copies of independent practice from our programs, readers, everything you can imagine that's digital, we have available to them. And our team does it slightly different. We have a folder for each week. Then in that week, we have the lesson plans for the week, and everyone on my team takes a different subject, just like our first grade team does. And then we have folders within each week for each day. So we have like a Monday folder, and the parent would click on that and have all of the subject matter for Monday. And then they would have Tuesday and so on and so forth. So it's very accessible to them. We do not have, I think I have one student that I know did not have technology, and so we found a way to arrange for them to coordinate with a relative that has technology available for them. So they are not in the dark. It's just there's a couple more steps for them to get the resources they need. We did not do packets because we didn't know the school was closing in advance. Kinder had a feeling, so we sent home some like reference resources that were open-ended, but we weren't sure if our school was gonna close, so we didn't take the time to make like weeks of materials. And our school is closed, so it's not like we can keep going into copy packets. So anyways, that answers that question. We had people asking in our last vlog, I discussed how both of us communicate on Class Dojo with parents, our whole school does. I send out a daily video and somebody asked, what is that about? Like, what do you even post? How do you communicate with parents? Now, I think the biggest thing here is that not only were we not trained to teach remotely, but so it's difficult for us, and like I said, we have to learn that, but parents definitely did not sign up to be teachers, so they are so confused as to how to serve their children right now. So what those videos that we referenced in the last vlog was videos on Class Dojo and your class story, yes, can be for the student, and yes, can serve as mini lessons or like kind of organized like small group lessons, but they also can help parents. And that's what I've really realized is if I can't be there, the parents can. And so the parents are one of their most valuable tools, they being the students. And so if I can help them teach their kids, that is probably one of the most beneficial things that we can do. So I've been posting videos for parents to teach their kids with. Love that. Sorry, back from the baby break. I could hear Jordan talking to him, and it's always so cute. Okay, Class Dojo. So we as a school use Class Dojo to communicate with parents. It's been an expectation since we opened. Now that we're not teaching at school, it is even more crucial that we utilize that tool. And we had mentioned in the last vlog that I record videos every day for my parents. It's hard to know if everyone, I mean, Class Dojo shows you who reads your messages, but it's hard to know who's using that information for their kiddos. So I thought the least I could do was to post a video a day on our class story, letting them know what the standards are that week, and not every day, but going over one of the expected skill sets. Again, we teach kinder, so it's a lot of skill-based learning. However, I thought helping them with some teaching advice for those particular skills and standards would help them if they are doing the work that's on the drive and if they are reading all of my messages. So I just figured it absolutely can't hurt. It just kind of, you know, helps me to cross the T's, dot the I's. So a video might be something like this. Hey guys, don't forget it's Virtual Spirit Week. Today's camouflage day. Make sure you're wearing camouflage. Or today's animal print day. Make sure you've got your animal print on. And then I'd say something along the lines of like, hope you guys are doing so well at home. I miss my baby so much. Then I would say this week we're working on differentiating between 2D and 3D shapes. And so luckily, before our district officially closed, I was able to snag some of my small group teaching materials. This comes from our program. We use Envisions 2.0, and so this is from the teacher's materials bag. But I might hold these up and say, you know, these materials help us so much at school. Try your best to find things like this around the house. Or maybe I would say, find strips of paper and have your student write on them. Try labeling everything around the house, taping it up and keeping it there for a week. Read the labels as you go through the house, or write a a list of directions, and the directions are just going to be those words. Have your student follow those directions, and at the end of the directions have like a treat or a prize, like little fun things that they can do at home like that. I would put in those videos for parents. I think it's just helpful to not only take a written lesson plan, but then to give them concrete examples that they can do at home, because outside of just doing independent practice and telling your student to maybe watch a video or sing a song like we have on our drive, you can give them something outside of that that's specific to their house. That way parents can take ownership of teaching their kids. And it was really cool because last week we did decomposing teens, and I had so many parents send me pictures of like their kids eating like pretzels and goldfish, and like using the pretzels as 10s and the goldfish as 1s, or you know, drawing their pictures if I had talked about that, and labeling everything or captioning it. It's cool because it gives them something that's a little bit extra, right? And some parents would prefer to do that stuff as opposed to just another worksheet. So just giving them a little extra. And the videos, guys, are like 4 minutes. And so like I wake up, I get ready for the day. Once the baby's had the first bottle, I just step out for like 4 or 5 minutes and record it every day. It's like not a big deal. It doesn't take a lot of time. And it's you just sharing like your pedagogy, your skill set, your mastery of teaching with parents. Because unfortunately, you can't offer that to your students right now. Anyways, besides that, I want to talk about Zoom. So L'Oreal and I both have done our first Zoom conferences. We did a couple last week. They were so fun. Super easy. You set up a meeting and then the links and codes just go right to your parents. And I didn't have one parent ask me a question about it. Not one. So that was exciting. I thought for sure I'd be troubleshooting stuff, and I didn't. Like, I just ended up having it. I will say I only had 18 out of 25 kindergartners show up. So I was a little bit sad, but it's okay because I have seen 0 students. So to see 18, I was like so happy. Things that we do in those Zoom calls, because we're primary, and a lot of people are like, like, how do you organize that? And how do they follow directions? You do need to set expectations. So I told my parents right away, I was like, hey, you guys, whether it's parents or students, here's how it's gonna work. You have about 3 minutes to say hello to all of your friends. See all your friends in the gallery view? They're so cute, they're so pretty, say what's up, and then I'm gonna mute you, okay? So I would mute them, and then I would review some skills from that week. I did go ahead and message parents and say, if you have a whiteboard and dry erase marker, please get that out. If you don't, paper and markers are fine. There's different ways to do whiteboards. Like you've probably seen on social media, people are literally writing in their showers and erasing it. Hilarious and also acceptable. Like, do it. You're learning at home. Like, you have to compromise. Also, you can like find other things that are like wipeable and write on them. Totally fine. Or again, paper. But anyways, we've been doing small reviews. So like on Friday, we were finishing up some digraphs in kindergarten, and so I was doing explosive phonics with them, and I said, though you can't hear each other, I can hear you, and you can hear me. I want you to read with me at home. So we did some explosive phonics. I had them write some of their digraph words, and I told parents, use this as a time to assess your students' learning for the week, and if they are not doing so hot right now in our Zoom call, then you should probably continue to practice this week's stuff, even though you're leading into a new week. Anyways, we practiced some of the decomposing T numbers. I'd put up a T number, they would write their number sentence, breaking it down with base 10. I would draw a picture with 10 sticks and 1s blocks, and they would write the number. So things like that, and that took like 10 minutes. And then after that, you can have some more social time with your students, because let's get real. One of the hardest parts about this isolation period is that our kids are not socializing with their friends, and this is such an important time in elementary school for them to have each other. So it's been a little bit sad. However, you go ahead and ask them to share. You can do a show and tell. You can ask like a question of the week. You can tell a joke. You can have like kind of an open mic situation where if they raise their hand, they can share whatever they want, or share a song, or show them around the house. It can be super open-ended, because guess what? If they're with their friends, they're gonna be excited and they're gonna have fun. And if you have a smile on your face and they remember how much you care about them, it's gonna be an amazing time. Besides that, Zoom makes it super easy for you to mute and unmute. I mean, like, that is like a tool of a teacher's dreams. Like, I have joked in the last week, like, I'm sorry, but I need this mute button like in my classroom. Like, they're all engaged because they're just waiting to talk. So they're like literally sitting there listening, like, yeah, okay, I can hear you, can you hear me? You can? Wow. And they're so engaged, like, it's amazing. I had so much fun with them, guys. So we would recommend something like that. And then I did have people on our social media ask us, how can I get them to come?
Like, how can I make it worthwhile where parents are taking the time outside of their busy work schedule, their busy lives to log in or to answer the messages or do the Zoom call. Something that we had thought about is like maybe a raffle. Like, do a raffle. Like, say like, oh, I noticed these 18 people have been messaging me back. I've seen evidence of learning from these 18 people. Mom or dad has sent me pictures. They've responded to my messages telling me you've been working so hard. So these 18 people go in the bucket. I'm drawing out 3 names and I'm gonna mail something to you. Now, you don't have to mail something to them, but it could literally be like, I'm gonna text your mom like a funny GIF. Or like, I'm gonna send you a funny picture of Harrison because you did so awesome this week, you earned it, right? So you could probably do something like that. Other than that, our school's requiring it. Not requiring it, it's not required. Our school is taking attendance. There we go. So if I can't reach you and I've tried all of the different ways to reach you, then I can't mark you down as present. So different things you can do. We'll keep thinking about that stuff and offer you guys more ideas moving forward. But yeah, I would say use Dojo or whatever communication device, whether it's Remind or whatever. Use Zoom, guys. So easy. Like, kindergartners can do it. And then just show yourself some grace. Like, truly, at the end of the day, show yourself some grace. All right, pretty people. Hopefully some of our advice about teaching from home and some of the experience that we've gone through is relatable and helpful. We're really hoping that some of you could find this valuable. It is a time when we are all just flying by the seat of our pants and trying to figure it out. So as I aforementioned, please show yourself some grace, show yourself some love, show your kids some love as best you can. And other than that, take a nap. Put your pajamas on, eat some ice cream, go to the bathroom as many times as you want. All right, friends, if you like this video, please make sure that you give it a nice giant thumbs up. I was trying to make it giant, wasn't even in the frame. Giant thumbs up. Make sure that your bell notifications are turned on and that you are subscribed to our videos and to our channel. Other than that, we hope to see you guys soon.